Q&A. So first question. At this time, I'm not fixing any models so far. Next question about these 3D printed parts. As soon as I have some free time, I will make some listings. I have, I think, like 150 pieces here, maybe. For this, I only remember made one custom, and it was Timothy the Ghost Engine. I no longer have those custom models. That is for this question. I think I already covered all the restoration related items, so there is no need for now to do some more restoration since I already done it. You know, if you do this over and over, it's kind of boring. It's the same as fix and repair. If I already done it, it gets kind of boring. So instead, I jump to 3D printing and do some characters never existed or my own versions. Some of those are my own versions, and it's better to create something new and not the same over and over. For this question, unfortunately, I do not do fix and repairs anymore. Last time I lost $40 shipping back items to the UK. The problem is United States Postal Service, it's very expensive. Last shipment back to the owner was $80 just to send 5 items back, so it's not worth it. Now for this question, let me tell you, you might think an item, because only you don't see it often, it's rare, is not. I mean, to me, over the lapse of 10 years, I've been fixing almost everything. You can name it, and you can see it on my library, on my archive on YouTube, and I have been fixing almost everything. So I will say there's not rare items to me. And before YouTube, I used to fix and repair for 9 years before coming to YouTube. So basically, none of those items are rare to me. Well, that's what I think. See this beautiful model? For the next question, which is more expensive, resin or filament? Okay. Basically, it's resin is more expensive, but there are some cheap resins that most people use for selling. I don't like to sell those kind of resin printed models. I used to go with engineering resin prints, but there are also very cheap resins that you can find some broken models from sellers. I don't like to put something that will break easily. In this case, we have filament. It's cheaper, obviously, but you have to do some work, sanding, putty, and primer to try to make it smooth. This face is resin. Look at the difference. I just had to, the only thing I did was primer, and that's it. In this case, I had to do sanding, and unfortunately, I broke the part while pushing the face. I grabbed it, I pushed this way and broke it, but I got it reprinted again. And this file is not good anyways. See the filament problem? You have this kind of problem. I tried to print it this way, but unfortunately, with filament, it breaks constantly. I mean, the print bed was not good enough, because look at this very skinny or thin parts. There was not enough weight to grip, so I had to end up with this orientation. But resin is way better, obviously. It's more expensive, and I will say I don't sell a lot of resin. I try to avoid them. Mostly I'm doing this for content. Content, it's better than selling parts, but I will consider selling some items of eBay, since I am not I don't use those prints anyways. See, I have hundreds of models I could easily sell, make a living, but I like to do the content. It's better content than selling prints. And unfortunately, to be honest with you guys, Thomas and Friends niche is a shrinking pool, and there is not a lot of people interested on prints. Well, that's what I think. When was hardest 3D model you ever printed? The problem is I don't do the printing. The machine does the printing, so everything is easy. You know, it's very easy. Just click and print, and that's it. So there's no hard models to print at all. What printer I use? I bought 10 of these Ender 3S3 version 3 SE whatever. Creality. These are good. I only used 2 of them. Then I have this Hey Gears resin printer. This was an exchange from a video. They sent me the whole setup, printer, cure station, and I only made one video. They asked me to do just that. And it came with a wash station. I don't remember if with the whole set they sent me was 2400 or 2600. 2600 with all the resin and accessories. So thanks to Hey Gears for sending all these items for a single video. But I asked them if I could do more videos. They say just one video. So anyways. So since I'm doing just content, resin 3D printing, it's the way to go. Gives me good results. And I already ended up with hundreds of faces, and I am not even have the time to post or put them for sale. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe soon. Where did I learn to fix and repair? Well, let me tell you. Let me see. 40 years ago, I started. 42 years ago, I was interested in liter motors and mechanical things, so I learned my way up fixing things. It's not just the Thomas. I fix a lot of things. Thomas was one of the many things I used to fix on electronic motorized toys. I used to do RC cars, locomotives, and then I ended up with Thomas TrackMaster toys. Easiest and hardest custom to make? Well, it depends. Once you have practice, there is no hard, and if you have just to recall or make a custom model, it's very easy. I remember I used to paint or customize 10 to 20 models a week. Sometimes the Timothy the Ghost engine was one of the easiest for me. I used to paint 50 to 70 custom Timothy the Ghost engines. I had hundreds of these Tomy and his toy. So back in the days, nobody wanted to buy. It was about, they used to sell for, let me see, if I'm not mistaken, that model was sold, I mean, just the Thomas toy for $8. And shipping was $2.48. Nowadays, it's $6 to $8 for shipping. So, yeah, and talking about the Timothy the Ghost engine custom, I remember I used to sell it for $37, the custom model, painted, finished, painted. But the last model I sold, I ended up selling those for $72 or $74 and up to $80. Everybody, I mean, people were, there was a perceived value on the custom model Timothy the Ghost engine. When did you start doing YouTube? Go into Thomas? Well, the idea was I no longer wanted to go and to be selling on eBay. That was, I think, YouTube. I considered selling, making videos and share my knowledge. That was 2019, before the COVID. And the problem is eBay raised so many fees and hidden fees, to be honest, and it was not worth it buying and selling of eBay. I mean, I was making money, a lot of money for eBay. When I made my taxes, I sold 110 $100K in 1 year. Last year, I remember 2018, and eBay fees was $30,000. So I say no, enough. I'm not gonna keep making money for big corporations. So I decided to go ahead and thankfully COVID hit up, and then I decided to put my knowledge to share to the world. So people got entertained while we were locked down, everybody was locked down, and nobody was, not a lot of people was able to go out exposed to the virus and everything. So that's what I did my part. I never talk about that because I am not that kind of people to get sympathy for doing something that I already know or looking for approval or anything. But I just like it to share my experience and get people entertained while we were locked down on COVID. If I'm going to sell my 3D print duck, see, the thing is, the files are not mine. I haven't asked for selling, but I'm making my own custom 3D printed model. Obviously, I could sell it. I don't need to ask because I'm investing a lot of time. But look how it's looking right now. So far, it's looking good. But the idea is to make a display model. But we can do something. Remember, I used to get products from companies. They send me products in exchange for a video. So if someone's really interested, I could finish the product and we can exchange for some tools that I need. I could tell you, I need DeWalt drill, cordless DeWalt drill. We can exchange this for a tool. I don't need the money. I could sell them, but I don't need. I'm just here for content. Remember, for content only. But if interested, let me know. For this question, see, I designed these to fit on Percy's chassis, and yes, the paints could be painted green, but it's not the same shade as the one I got. Excuse me, I wanted to use this shade. It looks beautiful. But it's not the same shade I wanted to get. This is just a sample model. I'm just testing the chassis. So yeah, and this was the first prototype of Oliver. Looks nice. I have the other model with the other design with more details on it. Okay, I already responded this. I use Ender 3 B3 SE and the Hey Gears. It's a turbo printer. I'm not really good on specific things descriptions from this brand. I just made the video, but it's a good printer. What's the most difficult repair restoration? Well, if you don't have the tools or the parts, everything will be hard to do, hard to fix or repair. No, I don't do any commissions. See, the problem is when you do commissions, you are tied to commit and do the commission. And there is, like I said at the beginning of the video, Thomas and Friends is a shrinking pool. There is less and less. Unfortunately, it's. I'm gonna be honest. It's less and less people interested on custom models or things related to Thomas. I'm talking about the old Thomas. I don't know about the once the. Nowadays I don't know if people is interested in Thomas anymore. I've seen less and less Thomas toys on stores. I'm talking about Walmart stores, the nearest one I have here. And they barely have like 7 items or 5, and that's it. And they are, to be honest, they are not looking like they used to be. They're really bad designs. Okay, the last question here. I don't remember where I do have, but I think I have one. I don't know if it's Pla-Rail or Tomy, the oldest TrackMaster. I will say the oldest model is 1998, I think, or 1994. I think I have 1994 Percy somewhere. I have a lot of these models. Okay, I think that's all for now.